This week, both our two organizations, Azul, Linhas Aéreas Brasileiras, and the Brazil-Florida Business Council, celebrate historic milestones. Dave and I were born in São Paulo, although he's much younger than me, of course. Dave went out to found one of the most impressive startups in the history of aviation, JetBlue. Not content on his laurels, the visionary Brazilian entrepreneur announced plans in 2008 to launch a new airline in São Paulo to transform the air travel industry there like he had in the United States. In addition to competing in the Brazilian market, Azul has set its sights on international markets. In December 2014, Azul started its first two international flights to Fort Lauderdale and Orlando. Today, we will honor Dave Neeleman and celebrate his remarkable achievements in such short period of time. Dave once said, "What matters isn't what happens to you in life. What really matters is how you react to it." How true. 1 year ago, on December 16th, I decided to found the Brazil-Florida Business Council after the passing of my husband and best friend of 30 years, Tony H. Bonaparte. Dave, we are honored that you have believed in the mission of the Brazil-Florida Business Council by accepting this prestigious award that recognizes your sustainable development contributions to the economies of Brazil and Florida. You make us feel proud to be Brazilian Americans. Thank you. Congratulations, Dave Neeleman. Congratulations, Azul team. Congratulations to the Brazil-Florida Business Council members and supporters. And thank you for believing in my legacy. Happy holidays and to another spectacular new year. Cheers. Cheers. Enjoy your luncheon. Bom apetite, minha gente.
And I'll talk a little about David Neeleman. I mean, David Neeleman changed the flying experience for our whole state many years ago. When these airplanes showed up with live TV and so on, no one had ever heard or seen any of that. He made it really easy to fly to Florida. He helped our tourism industry. He created jobs for people in this state. And he's now doing the same thing with a company called Azul. I knew that David was a really special individual and a real revolutionary and a visionary. So without any further ado, I'd like to ask Sueli and David to join me on stage now for the presentation.
Well, congratulations. Thank you. It's great to be back here in Tampa. You know, I was sitting back there thinking of all the great memories I have here in this great city from the time we launched our inaugural service here at JetBlue to the time I was down here to receive the Tony Janus Award, to the time I came here on vacation with my family. Just so many great memories of this great city and great people here, and so it's great to, Joe, thank you for the introduction. We need all of you to come to Brazil. And so we've given you the low fares. Now, if we can just get Congress passed a law with the Olympics coming next year that basically created a visa waiver for Americans going to Brazil. You know, there's a lot of opportunities in Brazil. I talked to a couple of hedge funds that told me that half of their firm were in Brazil looking at deals for investments. And as soon as things settle down, then they're going to be in buying companies and making investments in all sorts of different things. So the opportunity for Brazil is tremendous right now. And sometimes when it's kind of hitting the low point is when the opportunity is the best. Think about what your house cost when you bought it versus where it was during the crisis and where it's valued today. Had you bought a bunch of houses during the crisis, you could have done well. So we got some houses, some beachfront apartments down in Brazil that are awfully cheap right now that you could have on the beach that will be worth a couple times more when things recover. So lots of opportunities. Bring your investment dollars, come visit Brazil, and you'll love. Most of you are associated with Brazil. You wouldn't even be here. But if you aren't, then come down, and if you are, go visit your relatives. They miss you. Come see them. They don't want to come up here. They want you to go down there. So thank you, everybody, for today. Thank you, Swelly, for this great honor. We have a passion for this great country that we love. We wish it was governed better at times, but we know that we got a lot going for us, and that we will prevail. So thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it.
We have a saying, and David mentioned about the economic and political situation that Brazil is facing today. We have to remember one thing that we all say as Brazilians: Deus é brasileiro, God is Brazilian. It's just the way it is. So we're just going through some tough times. We'll turn around. We will have the Brazilian tourists coming back to Florida in mass, hopefully to this entire region. And we can fill the planes both ways, and that's important. With that in mind, I'd like to close the program. We'd like to thank you once again for being here, and to thank our corporate sponsors for making this event possible. May you all have a happy holiday season, and look forward to seeing you on January the 12th when we have the Brazil Forum here in Tampa. It's being held at Price Waterhouse. So we look forward to, if anyone wants to learn a little bit more about what's going on in Brazil, and that happens in a month from now. In the meantime, may you all enjoy and have a very safe, happy holiday season. Boas festas, and thank you very much for being here today. And thank you, Sueli, for doing this for all of us.